It's the football weekend Viking fans look forward to every year. Two rivals meeting, Green Bay soaring, the Vikings reeling. What gives on this showdown Sunday? A special Viking tells us. The champs are still basking in the glow of this trophy. One more look at the WNBA title holders, the Lynx. We're one-on-one with Minnesota's top sports author and his newest book, Raising Lombardi. It's #1 again, and more with my exclusive interview with Hugh Jackman and Sugar Ray of Real Steel. It's game day. It's game on. Okay, it may be a little cold. The season has changed, but we're still nice and tucked in downtown Minneapolis. Our amazing view and great atmosphere at 7 Steakhouse, Sushi, Ultralounge, and Skybar in the heart of downtown Minneapolis at Block E with the best seat in the house. And once again, you found us. Happy game day to you. It's the Vikings and the Packers, for Pete's sake. You gotta be excited about this, regardless if the Super Bowl champs are still Super Bowl caliber and the Vikings are struggling a little bit. Great to have you here with us. Rod Simons, it's Game On, powered by 7, your ultimate event destination. We have a lot to talk about. Vikings and Packers in just a moment. We're going to be talking about championship soccer. The Lynx have a spot. We have a great author talking about Raising Lombardi, high school MIAC as well. We got a ton to get after, so let's do it. And as we always do, we start Game On by the numbers. And by the numbers, I wish numbers lied, but Green Bay is the NFL's only undefeated team. They are the top scoring team in the National Football League. The Vikings have lost their last 2 to the Packers after 3 straight victories over Green Bay. And Aaron Rodgers, oh my goodness, he is having an MVP style season, 17 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and that passer rating a remarkable 122.5. And delighted to start Game On this big rivalry week with the man who knows both sides of the rivalry, Ryan Longwell, in the house. Great to have you here.
Great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. When we look at the tale of these two teams, we all know what the Packers are doing. We know that the Vikings are struggling a little bit. Does it add anything to this game that's already bigger than?
Well, it's already a huge rivalry.
It is.
So, like, you need to add something to it.
Right.
But certainly them being the world champs would have been enough to try to knock them off. But then with the way they're rolling, man, it's just a huge target. That, you know, if we want to be the best, you know, whether it's this year, next year, whenever, you got to beat the best. And so it's certainly a good test for us, and already a heated rivalry to be a very good test.
It is a pretty special game, isn't it?
It is, and I tell everybody, I mean, I've been so blessed to be able to be on both sides of it, see it from both sides. I certainly had an appreciation for it from that side that I wouldn't have if I had only had one side of the argument. So it's funny seeing it from both sides. I certainly like the success we had a couple years ago, going over there and winning here also. But the fans are, you know, rabid about their teams on both sides. They're tough places to play for the visiting team on both sides, and we're hoping our fans come out, you know, and make it loud.
And that's a great point, because when in just a couple hours when we're in the dome and everything's happening, there may be more Packer fans than Viking fans because they travel well for this game.
They do. You know, one of the things when I was a Packer, you always played in front of a sellout, home and away, because if you would go to a team that wasn't selling out, you know, San Diego back in the day, or you know, some of the lesser teams, they would always buy the rest of the tickets. And so you certainly hope the Viking fans kept all their tickets for this one, because we need it loud.
And I can hear a bunch of people at home just screaming at me because I haven't asked you the question about the quarterback yet. We're getting there.
In due time.
In due time. So they make the switch. Christian Ponder's going to get some playing time now. You guys got to rally around whoever's at quarterback, I would imagine.
Yeah, you know, it's the team aspect of football is you rally around who's ever on the field. Having said that, we all have individual jobs to do that we have to do well, and obviously in our individual jobs, we haven't been doing what we need to do, and so we need to take care of ourselves just like we need to take care of whoever's behind center, and we'll rally around Christian. It's an awesome opportunity for him, and we're excited to see how he plays just like everybody else is.
It's game day. It's Vikings, Packers. We're here at 7. More Game On after this. And don't forget, you can always catch up with us and get the latest on your teams at our site. It's GameOnTVMN.com. Great blogs. Vikings are covered A to Z by Shocker's Locker. Twins Insider is Brandon on baseball. We talk Wolves, Wild, MMA, and it's all our shows too right here. We link you to our Viking partner website, purplepride.org. So check us out, please. It's GameOnTVMN.com.
What's this all about? We're giving Rich the NFL experience of a goal line dive.
Really?
There's an easier way to get an ultimate NFL fan experience. Just snap the tag wherever Bud Light is sold and you could win. Bud Light in the NFL. Here we go.
Can I make it?
On the internet, yes. Into the end zone, no.
Ever feel like you're missing out on mobile internet because smartphone plans cost too much? T-Mobile's here to help. With America's largest 4G network, Facebook, gaming, entertainment, T-Mobile gives you all this for just $49.99.
Introducing T-Mobile's best plan ever. Unlimited data, talk, and text. 2 lines, just $49.99 each for a limited time. From America's largest 4G network.
T-Mobile.
Check out our latest 4G smartphones like the HTC Sensation and the MyTouch 4G Slide.
Welcome back. It's Game On, powered by 7, your ultimate event destination. Rod and number 8 in the house with us. Great to have you here. When you look at your guys' schedule, 1 win on the season, few losses, do you ever look back like I do, being the ultimate optimist, and say, we could have won those games for Pete's sake? And it just seems like a few pieces are missing at a certain time.
Yeah, you know, it's been said that the NFL season is a marathon, and so you got to keep just going and going and going. But yeah, I'd be lying to you if I didn't say look back at those first 4 games especially and say, man, if we could have just finished those out, got a break here, a play here, you know, done something.
Push the pause button on the second half for
Yeah,
Pete's
just
sake.
to, you know, the potential to be 4-0 versus
Yes.
0-4 is not that big of a stretch. I mean,
Right.
you're not saying we needed 20 things to happen. You know, we needed a couple plays here and there.
Right.
It's just such a, with the marathon, it's such a momentum thing that then you start getting behind the 8 ball and things just seem to start not going your way. And so somehow, some way, you got to stop the trend. And, you know, we got to do it today. We got to do it from the rest of the season on to stop the snowball rolling out of control here.
Last year's Vikings-Packer game at home was a lot like the road game against the Bears. I can't see that happening with this change at quarterback. I think that there'll be, if I'm looking into my crystal ball, I think there'll be a lot of energy and a lot of optimism coming out of the Vikings.
I think so. I think, you know, we do play pretty well at home always, which is a huge perk. You know, the Metrodome as a visiting team is a very tough place to play.
You would know.
Yeah. So we're hoping the fans, you know, make their offense a little tougher to communicate with their spread offense. But, you know, it really comes down to, you know, we have a job to do, and we'll rally around Christian. We'll rally around, you know, the offense, defense, special teams, whoever on the field. But if you look at our first chunk of the season, it comes down to literally a play here and a play there. Some plays are game changers. Some of them just keep the momentum. Some stop the momentum, and we just got to make those plays.
I have to ask you, Brett Favre, have you been in touch with him since he left the game?
Yeah, absolutely. Talked to him
How's
quite
he
a bit.
doing? What's up?
He's doing great. You know, he is very at peace with his decision. He's really happy.
He's not coming back?
No, he's not coming back. I thought the Raiders maybe this week maybe needed to call him or something. It's one of those things where, you know, I think he could have walked away after the NFC Championship game.
Yeah.
Always wondered, man, I was hot that year. I could have come back.
What a year.
But the way that 2010 ended, I think he was so at peace with it, knowing that, you know, I'm beat up, I'm done. And I think that eased him into retirement and away from football.
Did you guys ever talk about being on this side of the fence at the same time when you used to be Packers? Did you ever talk about this game?
We did. We talked about it. We talked about the level of intensity for the two of us goes up so much in this game. And I remember talking to Sharper about it too when he was here.
Yeah.
It's just, unless you've been on both sides for as long as we were, you just don't understand what it's like to go against that team and to play in this rivalry. So we talked about it a lot, especially in 2009 during the first years.
Man, I want you guys to stick it to them today.
We need to.
That would be so sweet. That'd be a fun walk to the car from the Metrodome.
It would certainly be.
Number 8, we love you. Thanks for being
thanks.
here. Ryan Longwell in the house. It's Game On.
Now you can sell your gold and get a great wireless deal in one stop.
We'll show you.
The twins at BC Wireless offer prepaid plans with recurring billing, no contracts, no credit checks. At BC Wireless, we offer T-Mobile, Simple Mobile, and Boost Mobile.
And gold.
BC Wireless has the best deals on gold. BC Wireless with 2 metro locations and growing. For gold or prepaid wireless, it's BC Wireless.
Los atendemos en español. Being creative is who we are.
At Wallingberg and Deeply, families are our passion. We help create new families.
This combination of experience, passion, and creativity allows us to fully represent individuals in family court crises.
Wallingberg and Deeply believes in families. We will listen, counsel, and advocate for you. Wallingberg and Deeply, the premier family law firm of Minnesota.
Pick up the latest issue of Wheels of Thunder magazine. If it's on wheels, you'll find it in Wheels of Thunder. Full color photos of bikes, trikes, cars, trucks, and even sleds. High performance or right off the street. Mind-blowing power, speed, and custom touches. It's all in Wheels of Thunder magazine. Plus, find out about the latest races, rallies, and custom products and services in your area. Check out Wheels of Thunder on Facebook and follow them on Twitter. Wheels of Thunder.
Welcome back. It's Game On, powered by 7, your ultimate event destination. Vikings, Packers Day. You a big football fan, Shelley Patterson?
I actually am. Football's my favorite sport.
What's your favorite team?
Oh, gosh. What do you
Other than the Vikings?
Okay, I tell you. Whatever city I'm in is my favorite team.
Okay, Vikings.
Vikings is...
Shelley Patterson, one of the assistant coaches of the Minnesota Lynx, your WNBA champion Lynx. We go way back to our days at Washington State University together, so it's great to be with you. And congratulations with that. I bet that never gets old holding that.
Never.
You were a feisty little point guard in college. You have now moved to coaching. Have you ever been with a team that had this much talent and really from start to finish was expected to do what it ultimately did?
Not only did this team have a lot of talent, they were the best, most fun team I've ever coached in my entire 13 seasons in the WNBA. Wow. So, yes, all the expectations definitely were met.
Now, I have talked to anybody who will listen about, we love Maya Moore, love Lindsay Whalen, gotta love Lindsay Whalen, but I thought Simone Augustus, her turnaround and her play, she deserved the MVP. I thought she was remarkable. Without her, there would be no title.
Absolutely, and you know, the things that Simone brings to our team, I don't think she gets enough credit for.
Agreed.
And for one, defending the best player day in and day out and expected to score on the other end every single game, 34 games plus.
And you know, as being a guard, how important it is to be as good as Lindsay Whalen is.
Lindsay is the little engine that could, and I always tell her she makes the team run. And without her, I mean, everyone says that Lindsay's the MVP, Simone's the MVP, right. Maya's the Rookie of the Year, and absolutely, without all three of them, we wouldn't have this trophy right now.
It's an amazing thing. Now, I know you're getting out of town here like everybody else, going different places and then all coming back together. Winning it again will be very difficult, won't it?
It's always difficult the second time around. Right now we have a big bullseye on our back. And, you know, obviously before no one gave us the chance, and no one thought we were going to do it. And right now we're a big target, so.
Yeah. Well, I love the reflection of you in that championship trophy. It shines on you brightly. We love you, Shelley Patterson. Thank you for being with us.
Thanks a lot.
Shelley P. in the house on Game On. Congratulations, champ.
Thank you.
Don't forget, when you join us here at 7, we got you covered with a free charge for that cell phone. The T-Mobile charging station will take care of you and put a charge in that very important smartphone of yours. It's all courtesy of T-Mobile and 7. And from the Lynx Championship trophy to a trophy these guys want to get from the NASL. It's Joe Warren of the Minnesota Stars. How are you?
Good.
Good to have you here. And you're in the middle of fighting for that championship trophy against Fort Lauderdale. And at the start of the season, who would have thought you guys would get there? And you had just unretired.
That's right, for the second time.
Amazing story.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing.
And you're having a great run. What's been the key, other than you stopping everybody from scoring?
Well, I mean, the team has really gelled, especially late in the season. We started off actually pretty well, and we had a lot of success early on, and then we kind of faltered, about 2/3 of the way down in the season, and then we, with about 3 games left, we kind of started turning it on, and then we got into the playoffs just barely, and now we're here in the finals.
This is an amazing soccer place. You played at St. Thomas, Trinity at River Ridge, so you know all about the landscape for soccer here, and the Stars have really kind of taken hold.
It's been a very interesting because I used to play for the Minnesota Thunder, which was the team here, and then that kind of went south a couple years back, and the National Sports Center ended up kind of taking over the reins, and through the vision of Manny Lagos, our head coach, and he's, you know, we've done some pretty good things here in the last couple of years.
You never beat Joe Warren. I love that. And can you hear that when you're on the field?
Oh yeah, definitely.
People chanting that?
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I think I had a couple of my cousin's kids right behind my goal a few weeks back, just yelling that in my ear. It was really nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's fun to hear it.
Ever won a championship?
I did back in 1999 with the Thunder. I was a backup goalie back then. That was my second year in the league, and we did win the final against Rochester Rhinos from New York, and I've been to the this will be my fourth trip to the finals with only one victory, and I haven't won it while playing, so this will be real special for me.
You've got to make that happen. And will you be back next year?
That's the question.
Is the answer?
I don't have an answer for it.
Okay. Well, good luck the rest of the way. Bring home a championship.
Will do.
Joe Warren here from the Minnesota Stars on GameOn.
Ever feel like you're missing out on mobile internet because smartphone plans cost too much? T-Mobile's here to help. With America's largest 4G network, Facebook, gaming, entertainment, T-Mobile gives you all this for just $49.99.
Introducing T-Mobile's best plan ever. Unlimited data, talk, and text. 2 lines, just $49.99 each for a limited time. From America's largest 4G network.
T-Mobile.
Check out our latest 4G smartphones like the HTC Sensation and the MyTouch 4G Slide.
Pick up the latest issue of Wheels of Thunder magazine. If it's on wheels, you'll find it in Wheels of Thunder. Full color photos of bikes, trikes, cars, trucks, and even sleds. High performance or right off the street. Mind-blowing power, speed, and custom touches. It's all in Wheels of Thunder magazine. Plus, find out about the latest races, rallies, and custom products and services in your area. Check out Wheels of Thunder on Facebook and follow them on Twitter. Wheels of Thunder.
Welcome back. It's Game On, powered by 7, your ultimate event destination. Rod, best-selling author, local man, Ross Bernstein, the pride of Eagan, by the way. Great to have you here.
Good to see you, buddy.
It's Vikings-Packers Day prediction. Vikings with the upset?
I predict the Vikings 56-2.
I love that, 56-2. Now, you come by that prediction very well because you just finished a Packer book, essentially.
No.
It's Racing Lombardi.
It's the Lombardi Trophy.
And it's about all the Super Bowl winners. How'd you get the idea?
Let me just tell you quick, my publisher actually put Aaron Rodgers on the cover, and I demanded that they take him off and put Drew Brees on.
Nice.
Because I just couldn't stomach having a Packer on the cover of my book. I'm a homer.
Yes.
Well, this is the sequel to Raising Stanley, where I interviewed over 100 Stanley Cup champions. So this is all the Super Bowl champions,
right,
including every Minnesotan. So there's about 31 native Minnesotans in history. Most of them are dead, but there's a lot of good local guys from Jim Langer in Little Falls, Matt Spaeth, Ben Utek, Bob Stein.
Right.
All the local angles. So it was about that one season about what it took to raise the trophy and become a champion.
You're very particular about the stories and the books you write. How do you come upon a final decision on a book?
You know, it's fun. I've written about 50 books. I do about 3 a year. So I kind of let them tell themselves. So when I'm interviewing all these people, I kind of let them tell it in their own words, but there's just these great storylines develop, and it was, you know, it's not just the locals, it's everybody, but there's great local storylines. I mean, even with the Vikings, sadly we don't have any Super Bowls, but Leslie Frazier and Mike Singletary are both in the '85 Bears.
Right.
Paul Wiggin was on the '64 NFL Championship. It only became the Super Bowl in the late '60s. Prior to that, there were championships, AFL, NFL. So I went all the way back to Frank Gifford. I interviewed him. He was in the '58 Giants. So all these guys, Steve Young, Joe Montana, it was a thrill to talk to all these really neat people.
Well, you've come across some great topics too. I hate Brett Favre.
Yeah.
And one that I was laughing because a couple of weeks ago, you and I were talking, and Sarah Palin had just made up her mind that she wasn't going.
It was a bad day for me.
Run, and I hate
Sarah
Palin.
I thought the only other person that polarizing, but she's still going to be in the news, and who knows, my foray into politics.
Real quickly before I let you go, prediction on the Wild the rest of the season.
You know, I think they're going to make the playoffs. They've got an awesome first line.
Oh, I love that.
Setaguchi was a great pickup.
Heatley's
awesome. Their second line's really good too.
Yeah.
But beyond that, I mean, they gave up a lot of defense to get those guys, so who knows? Hopefully they can recharge it. I'm a huge hockey nut, so I'd love nothing more than for that team to make a run. So go Wild and go Gophers. They're undefeated now too.
And go to our website, and if people want more information, bernsteinbooks.com. Take care of you.
Good to see you, buddy.
Always good to have you. Ross Bernstein in the house on Game On. Time now for the Wheels of Thunder week ahead. Looking ahead, the Vikings are at Carolina on October 30th. The Wild have the Anaheim Ducks on the 27th, and the Gophers get Iowa on the 29th. The Swarm will be back in business at the new year against Buffalo. The Valkyrie against Chicago on the 19th of November. And baseball is only 118 days away with the Twins at spring training. Join us November 7th at Mall of America's Taste of the NFL stages its night to help eradicate hunger. Go to tasteofthenfl.com. On the Wheels of Thunder radar, October 29th and 30th at Rock Falls. It's the Jack Frost Run on November 5th. And don't forget, the snow will be flying in Duluth because it's the Amsoil Duluth National. They're racing the snowmobiles November 25th through the 27th. 7 events. Don't forget tonight, a walk to remember the Love for Japan project. Tomorrow, it's Monday Night Football, as always, with Clarence Bethea. And Halloween weekend is not just a day, but the long weekend at 7. And look for a redesigned website from 7 coming soon. That's our Wheels of Thunder week ahead. And it is time for our Superstar segment. Every week, we take time out to put the focus on the young athletes in our region. And we're focusing on high school swimming right now. This is the head coach of Minnetonka. It's Dan BERVE. Sarah Mahoney is one of his star swimmers. Great to have you guys with us. When we're talking about swimming, school started right around Labor Day, but you guys were already hard at it, hard at work, and we're right in the middle of the season, right?
Yeah, we started about 3 weeks before school started, and we're about halfway through actually right now, almost perfectly. So,
when we talk about high school sports, a lot of the focus is on football, basketball, baseball, not necessarily swimming, but it may be the most competitive, am I right?
Yeah, I mean, especially in the conference that we're at right now, we have a lot of really good, strong teams with a lot of depth. Every week is
Give them a
big
shout
week
out
for us.
It's Minnetonka?
In our conference, we have Edina, Eden Prairie, Wayzata, and Hopkins.
And when we look at this, these are programs that send kids to college.
Yeah, we have, I think, I'm sure from each of these teams, we have multiple kids that will be swimming, you know, for lots of colleges around the country in the future. So
hard to juggle swimming as hard as they make it and books and everything?
Yeah, it gets pretty difficult to time manage, but it almost helps us. Actually, athletes are usually better students, so I mean, it gets difficult, but really it benefits us all in the end.
When will the season wrap up?
We'll finish up with a state meet the third weekend in November.
Third week, so there's still a lot of season.
Still got a lot of season left. Most of us, we're getting through our dual meet season and we're gearing up for the championship meets. So
we'll give you all the information. GameOnTVMN.com. Give you the link to high school swimming coach. And Sarah, thank you for being with us.
Thanks for having us.
In our Superstar segment here on Game On.
Wallingberg and Deebly believes in families. We understand and support families in all their many forms. And when legal problems arise in the family, Wallingberg and Deebly is there. Wallingberg and Deebly, the premier family law firm of Minnesota. When you need us, call 612-326-3453 or visit wbdlaw.com.
Get the party started. Dial it. Pitbull together with Bud Light. Here we go.
Now you can sell your gold and get a great wireless deal in one stop.
We'll show you.
The twins at BC Wireless offer prepaid plans with recurring billing, no contracts, no credit checks. At BC Wireless, we offer T-Mobile, Simple Mobile, and Boost Mobile.
And gold.
BC Wireless has the best deals on gold. BC Wireless with 2 metro locations and growing. For gold or prepaid wireless, it's BC Wireless.
Los atendemos en español.
It is time for the MIAC Minute. Meet Kris Wessinger. She is the head coach at St. Catharines on the women's golf. And it's important to know, this is a program that you started from scratch. The season has just ended. We can feel the fall nip in the air. But you had a pretty good season.
We did. It was a good inaugural season for us. I started in August of 2010, so I had a whole year to kind of recruit and get things ready to go. So for me, I was very antsy to get the program running, and we had a great season. Was it hard to get players to come when the program was really just starting from the ground up? Yes, I think it is. It's more difficult. I think now that I've got a team in place, you kind of try to use other teams to when you bring in recruits, but it's definitely more of a challenge than I think I anticipated. But we were able to bring 7 girls, so we've got 7 girls on the team. So.
And success is definitely not finished last. You were in the championship tournament, finished 9th out of 11 teams, and you laid the foundation to build on. Exactly. That's kind of where you got to have a starting point, and I think finishing where we did was a good starting point for us. I've got a young program. I'm definitely excited to continue to build, and we're going to work hard and keep recruiting. The MIAC is so cool because if you don't know this, the athletes perform without scholarships. They do it out of the love of the game and still have studies and everything else, and they make it happen. We did, yeah. I played golf at St. Thomas, so I was in the MIAC, so it was fun for me to also get back into the MIAC. And it's a great conference. It's the best of both worlds. You're an athlete and you're a student, all getting the whole college experience. So. We're delighted you're here, Miss Kris. Thank you so very much.
Thank
Congratulations.
You so much. Thank you.
And we're going to keep our eyes on you guys.
All right. Thanks so much.
Only here, the MIAC Minute on GameOn. And by the way, did you notice for the second straight week that Real Steel, that boxing robot MMA movie, is still #1 at the box office? Well, just a couple weeks ago, I had a chance to sit down with Hugh Jackman, the star of the movie, as well as Sugar Ray Leonard, the legendary boxer who helped choreograph all the fight scenes. It had some interesting quips. First from Jackman about coming to Minnesota.
I've never been to Minnesota, and I have to go because I have an open invitation from a director I work with, Stephen Summers, who's brought up there and kept telling me about the lakes, and so I'd love to get there.
Again! Fast! Faster! Nice!
Have we seen the last of the Sugar Ray Hearns Ali era? Will we see that again in boxing?
I'm an optimist, and I know fully well that, it comes in cycles, right? I think every now and then there comes a guy who catches the fan's eye and say, that's the guy. He's the next guy.
Whew. It has been a busy show. Thank you for letting us be a part of your Sunday. Don't forget, it's game day. Packers and Vikings on Fox 9 in just a couple of minutes. And don't forget, we love to get your tweets and your updates at GameOnTVMN.com. So for all of us here at Game On, thanks for being with us and have a great week ahead.